flag. Ahoy there, matey. Welcome aboard the world of boating.
Please stand clear of the doors. Por favor, manténganse alejado de las puertas.
The radio show devoted exclusively to the boating lifestyle.
You're gonna need a bigger boat.
Brought to you by worldofboating.com, your internet portal for the boating enthusiast.
I was just looking into buying a boat of my own.
Call World of Boating toll-free now at 1-888-88-28-BOAT. That's 1-888-828-BOAT.
And welcome. This is the World of Boating. Greg, your first mate, Captain Patrick Barry, the boater, rounding out the crew. We kick off the show today with our heads down low because the passing of Jimmy Buffett. That's that's sad news, and God bless him. You know,
the stock guy.
Patrick, really? I know you weren't a fan of his music, but come on.
How can you Buffett.
How can you deny the impact that he had on boating? I mean, I'll tell you right now, Jimmy Buffett was research for the World of Boating when I started this years ago. So I got to give a, tip of the captain's hat to Jimmy. He had a major impact on a lot of people, including this show. You know, he could take credit or blame. So.
Well, not just boating, but just living.
The lifestyle.
The lifestyle of
That's right.
Beaches and drinking and.
Yeah. Patrick, not a fan
burgers.
because he was burned out on Jimmy Buffett music. There's a lot of boaters, a lot of people out on the water. I've heard maybe one too many, versions of Cheeseburger in Paradise. But how can you deny his impact on boating to the world? I don't know. I mean, he did the soundtrack for boaters all over. I mean, it's Jimmy Buffett music, whether you like it or not.
I don't get that.
Well,
if-
you're in the minority.
If you lived in the Keys, your mode of transportation is usually by boat if you're a local.
Right. But he goes way beyond that, though. He shined the spotlight on boating to, the masses around the world with all his songs. Just, takes you away to, floating out on there on the
I got
water.
to give it to you. Prior to Jimmy Buffett, nobody had even heard of a boat. Nobody knew what boats were, what recreational boating was. It just did not even exist until Jimmy Buffett came along in '77 and released Margaritaville. And then everybody was like, oh, my God, there's this whole industry that's grown up around this song. It's called Margaritaville. Everybody is now doing the Margaritaville. No, wait, they're boating. Yeah, boating is what we'll call it, not margariting.
Wow.
I don't.
Okay.
I listen. I'm obviously, and without a doubt.
Yeah.
I don't know Jimmy Buffett. I don't hate Jimmy Buffett. Certainly sorry to hear of his passing.
Mhm.
Sorry to hear of anyone's passing.
Right.
But I just don't get it. I will never get it.
Well, it's not your cup of tea.
I've been
I get it.
blasted on our Facebook page and the private instant messages and stuff
Mhm.
and all that. You're un-American. You don't get it. You're not a boater. You don't love Jimmy Buffett. I just don't get it. And I don't. What impact did he have on boating?
He shined a spotlight on the whole boating lifestyle to a level that had never been seen before. That song. Well, you don't agree? Entire industries have come up around his whole image of boating.
There are Margaritaville hotels.
Yeah.
There's Margaritaville
No.
that.
What song did shined a light on boating?
Well,
that he did.
Margaritaville was one, but every
wasn't about boating.
song he's done has boating references practically.
That's not the statement you made.
Well, I'm just saying that's when he got put on the map. Really, that and Cheeseburger in Paradise got him the popularity. But then when you went deeper into all the songs, there are so many references to boating, like "Son of a Sailor." I mean,
I gotta give you that one.
It goes on and on and on. Patrick, now if you
Okay.
So
okay. Knee deep. Boat drinks, something about a boat, changes in latitudes.
Yeah.
It's 5 o'clock somewhere.
Right.
Son of a sailor,
Yeah.
Southern Cross, where the boat leaves from, money back guarantee.
Wait, Southern
I doubt
Cross
it.
was Crosby, Stills, Nash.
I
Yeah,
know
he
that,
did a
but I
version
think
of it,
he
too.
did a version of
Yeah.
it. When Solomon plays the drums, I don't remember that. Lovely Cruise, Take It Back, Tampico Trauma. All right.
All right, that's enough. It's
yeah.
just it
The
goes
point
on
is,
and on
is
and on.
there are plenty of boat songs. He lived the life. I think they said he lived in the Keys, and that's where he got his voice.
Well, yeah, and he
the
lived
people
on a
that
boat.
live-
He
and the
actually
people that
lived on a
live in the
boat.
yeah, and the people that lived in the Keys, most of them have a boat, either on a dock or on dry dock, but they use a boat. You see it every afternoon.
Right.
They don't drive a car to the local bar. They drive their boat to the local dock that's
Yeah.
attached to the bar.
Yeah, it's no coincidence that you hear Jimmy Buffett music on practically any boat charter you go out on. As they're trying to get the people
It is
in the
forbidden
mood.
to be played on any boat that I'm on or
Well,
that
that's
I'm
right.
captaining.
Except
I will throw your ass overboard.
Captain
If-
Patrick. Right.
Well, we could always tie him up and then torture him with that music.
Yeah. Well, now we know how to. That's
Okay.
the bottom line. But hey, God rest his soul. I think he had a major impact on the boating industry. Whether Patrick's willing to admit it or not, I think I am in the majority.
I
You
think
don't
he
even
had a
have to
major
like-
impact on
look.
the music industry, and I think he had a major impact on his bank account.
well,
But
of
I
course
don't
he
think
did.
he had a major impact on the boating industry.
He was the
I don't get it.
soundtrack of boating. He was the soundtrack of boating, whether you like it or not, Patrick. It's the truth. I mean, I don't know how you could even deny that, even if you don't like his music, which obviously you don't. But I'm telling you, I mean, how do you explain that that's all you hear when you go out on boat charters and that's
It's
like
not,
the theme?
It's what people think they want you to hear. is
Okay,
why
who
they
cares?
play
It's
it.
him. He did it. Whether you can admire that or you don't have to, but it's a fact.
It's either that or the Ballad of Gilligan's Island you'll hear
True.
on a
that could be
boat.
part of it too.
Yeah.
It's like saying, well, surfers, they just like to listen to the Ventures.
No, I didn't
No,
say
the
they
Beach
just
Boys.
like to send it. I'm just saying it's the soundtrack. When you hear Jimmy
No
Buffett,
self-respecting surfer listens to the Beach
when you
Boys.
hear
Wait, but didn't it
Jimmy
the Beach
Buffett-
Boys make it popular?
No, the Ventures did.
well, they
The
drew
Ventures.
attention to it.
Ventures.
Okay, yeah, who cares? We're talking about Jimmy Buffett. I mean, but when you hear a Buffett tune, you immediately think, hanging out on the water, being on a boat. It's just it
Did
puts
you hear
there.
about the surfer that
Yeah.
kept getting dragged back out of the water by the beach patrol when Ida, the hurricane, came through Jacksonville?
What were they playing Buffett music when they were
No,
rescuing
no,
them?
no.
or-
It's just a surfer that kept going in the water. Then the beach patrol would come back and tell him, get out.
I don't have.
he was-
I don't. I'm not.
Well, you were
following
talking
the
about
connection.
surfers.
Oh.
Patrick's a very
Okay.
avid surfer. He loves to ride the waves.
Right. Like he likes to get away from music any way he possibly can. That's one way.
I think
to
he's
do it, I
crying
guess.
now, so
Yeah. Well,
he's
that's
really
fine.
sad.
Yeah. Well. All right. Yeah. So if you want to know what to get Patrick for Christmas, get him a Buffett album.
No.
Okay, a CD or
A
just
CD.
send him an audio file.
Yeah, I'll take a
Yes.
12-month CD.
A
Give me-
12-month CD, 4%.
Uh-huh.
I'm shooting for 6. Thank
Yeah.
you.
Good luck.
Well, he had his own boats. He had his own models of boats, the Ropovich and the whole thing,
Ropovich?
Ivanovich.
It's
Yeah.
Ropovich, according to Greg.
Robovich,
No, I
Robovich,
got a
who cares?
Rapovich boat, man.
The Buffett version with the tuna tower.
God, you are
Built in Wyoming.
Yeah, whatever. So anyway, God rest his soul. And
Yes.
indeed.
yeah,
And again, for all of the Buffett fans out there,
just understand Patrick has no musical taste, and we'll move on.
Let- okay.
I'm a big fan.
I
Huge fan.
empathize with you, and if he was your musical icon, again, he did have an impact, certainly within the music industry.
And boating industry, and fishing industry, and
Okay.
diving industry, and flying industry for that matter.
Flying.
Yeah, he was a pilot. He was
So-
a big pilot. Oh,
Okay.
he had impact there too. It was
Yeah.
all three. Trifecta. Boating, flying, and diving. Yeah. Sound familiar, Barry?
But no burgers.
Yeah, well, he had restaurants that covered that base for him. All right,
Yep.
well, look, we got other boating news and information to share. There's a list of boats that are the most weird, or what is it?
These are boats that Jimmy Buffett would have written about.
Oh, okay. Well, we're going to get into that next, right here on The World of Boating. Stay close.
You're listening to the World of Boating Radio Network.
Ahoy, sailors and sea-loving scalawags! Do you feel lost at sea when your boat needs an upgrade? And does installing electronics make you want to walk the plank? Well, shiver me timbers and fear not, because MPI, Marine Professionals Incorporated, has come to the rescue. MPI is ready to steer your boat into the digital age. That's right, mates. The installation gurus at MPI can install the latest navigation gizmos. MPI installs all the major manufacturers of state-of-the-art entertainment systems. We've got speakers that'll make Davy Jones dance, and screens so sharp you'll think you're watching Pirates of the Caribbean in 3D. So, if you're ready to sail the digital seas in style and party like a true buccaneer, call me mates at MPI 954-763-4161 or request your free consultation now at marineprofessionals.com.
Hosting a radio show about scuba diving and boating is one of the best gigs on the planet. It's actually part of my job to check out and report on cool new products I personally use to enhance my diving and boating adventures. However, I do believe in sharing the joy, and this is why we've added Nanook protective hard cases to our list of products you can now purchase on the merchandise page at scubaradio.com. Nanook cases are designed to protect the most sensitive equipment in the harshest environments. Underwater photographers, listen up. From their high-impact NK7 resin to their exclusive Power Claw latches, Nanook has raised the bar for those of you that demand the best protection for your gear. Plus, Nanook protective cases cost less than similar products currently on the market. The company has been around for over 15 years, but it's new to the U.S., so we've made a small number of Nanook cases available exclusively for you at a special introductory price on the merchandise page at scubaradio.com. Go there now and check out Nanook, the evolution of protection.
Successfully navigated the Sea of Commerce and now are clear to cruise with the World of Boating.
I do like the water.
The radio show devoted exclusively to the boating lifestyle.
The sun, the sea air, good friends.
Brought to you by worldofboating.com, your internet portal for the boating enthusiast.
I used to have a boat.
You did?
Yeah, she was pretty damn sweet, man. I love that boat.
So why'd you lose it?
Sometimes the things we love aren't long for this world, Vern. Especially when your alcoholic ex-wife gets drunk and falls overboard and drowns.
This is the World of Boating. Greg, your first mate, Captain Patrick, Barry the boater, rounding out the crew as we navigate the latest boating news and information. And a little sad because of Jimmy Buffett's passing. But we're moving on, and we always will have his music to play to warm up Captain Patrick for each edition of the World of Boating. So there you go. Look, the quirkiest boat designs out there. There's a new list, and I believe we're going to attempt to navigate some of those. Is that the case there, Patrick, or what? What's going on?
It is the case. We're going to start off. This is courtesy of Boat International. And this story and all the stories that we'll talk about, and a lot of the ones that we won't even get to, you can find them on the World of Boating Facebook page. So if you haven't liked this, please do so. I promise that you will not be swamped with ridiculous, 5, 6, 10 posts a day. Usually one, certainly two, unless something is breaking in the industry and I want to get it out there. Or you can certainly check us out at worldofboating.com. Please take note of our sponsors, too, because they are the ones that allow us to do this nonsense for you. Such as this story from Boat International, which is 11 of the quirkiest yachts in the world. The first one here is Asian Lady, which is not spelled the way that you would think. It's spelled ASEAN, which in of itself is ridiculous. And the design of this boat,
what makes it quirky?
Well, here's the thing. So, Mr. Barry.
Yes.
So I understand you're looking at having a custom designed yacht built by my my shipwright here. Here's what we've got in mind. Okay, I want you to follow. Are you familiar with? Geez, how do I want to put it? Are you familiar with a
Asian lady?
No, kind of an outrigger. Are you familiar with outriggers, sir?
Yeah, like from you would watch Hawaii Five-0. Didn't they paddle a little
Okay.
canoe with an outrigger on the side or something like that?
Exactly. So
Yeah.
what I
Mhm.
want you to do, I want you to imagine that we're going to base this design on the Proa, which is a Austronesian sailing vessel. And what we're going to do is we're going to build a regular yacht. Okay. So single monohull, it'll be a tri-deck, and then we're going to extend out off the starboard side, sir, a deck to a smaller hull, and it's going to look like a catamaran, but it's really not a catamaran because the second hull is way shorter in length and height than the main hull of the boat. And actually, you know what, sir? This just kind of looks like we're taking two boats and we're merging them together.
Slapping them together.
Would you be interested in such a design for the paltry sum of
Yeah.
$250 million?
Barry's into quirky boats.
It all depends on,
This is
when you go to
stupid.
when you go to dock this boat, they charge by the foot. So if they charge by the foot that's closest to the dock, then it's a great idea because you get an extra long boat, but you pay less.
What are you kidding? You take the center section and you drive over the dock. What are you talking about?
Well, no, because the center section they essentially moved over to the port. So if you don't put something on the starboard side, it'll just
Flop
keel
right
over.
over.
So you have to put something in to support the port side, or the starboard side, excuse me. But because we don't want to pay by the foot this much money for the port side, we're going to just dock these boats on the starboard side and pay for the 20-foot little outrigger that they have holding the that side of the boat up.
This thing is stupid.
It's
And
like
just so
a
you know-
houseboat on stilts. Or something.
But it's tilted only to one side. It is
Right.
It is unusual to say. I would say that is the
Unconventional.
quirkiest of the quirkiest I've seen yet.
No, and
Yeah,
I will
and-
say it's not ugly though. It is
no, it's
interesting.
ugly.
No, I don't know.
No, I don't think
looks
any
kinda
boat
cool.
is ugly. I
Oh,
would
dude,
say
Are you kidding me? There's ugly boats on this list.
no child is ugly, and this one is just unusual.
Have you ever heard of Bodie McBoatface?
I've heard of it.
Yeah.
That's what they named a
That was an
strange
ugly
looking boat.
boat,
Okay.
which is why they named it Bodie McBoatface.
But that's not on the list of quirkiest
No,
boats.
but this one was built. Asian Lady was built by the world-renowned shipwrights, Pride Mega Yachts, who I've never heard of.
a good
that was
conversation
after they spent
starter.
2 nights at the bar drinking and listening to Jimmy Buffett music.
Well,
You know,
maybe
the other one's on the
That's what
like
you do.
Yaz. That one's not crazy. Olivia O is actually very interesting looking. I kind of, if you were definitely looking at wanting to be noticed out on the water, that one would definitely do it.
It looks like they took
what's-
the hull and flipped it upside down and then put a bridge on top of it. It looks like,
it's
you know
kind of-
those airplanes, the Guppy, they call it, that carries rocket parts and the nose flips up? That's what this thing looks like, the Olivia O.
Yeah, but it's also it's part of that wave piercing.
Piercing, it'll
technology.
go under the water. It
But
could.
that one I would be like, if somebody invited me on board that, I'd be like, yeah, I want to go check this out. If somebody invited me on Asian Lady, I'd be like, nah, pass.
no, wait. Are you talking about the one that looks like a beluga whale on the surface?
Yes.
That
That's
is a
the
little
one.
odd looking. Yes. I
Yeah,
don't know. I
but
like
not-
the Asian lady one better than that one.
Of
That one
course you
looks
do.
weird. That just looks
Well,
odd.
that was the whole point of Quirkiest.
And listeners, that tells you everything you need to know about the Asian Lady, because if Greg likes it, you
That
know
it
it's
is.
Well-
a piece of crap.
no.
Oh, no, I don't think
the
it's
man
crap.
drives a Honda Ridgeline, for Christ's sake.
No, he thinks he can pull something with that ridgeline.
No,
That's the only
look.
difference.
The Asian lady is a little sleeker than this one, which
She's
is like
quirky.
a bulbous nose on the front of it. It just looks weird. It does look like an upside down boat.
It's the
like
Jimmy
the hull.
Durante of boats.
Is oh, jeez.
Boats.
See?
Hey, Barry, the 1940s called. They want their celebrity back.
They want their celebrity back.
Yeah.
Okay,
But no,
let's
it
try.
does look.
There are three people who are listening who know who Jimmy Durante is, and sadly I'm one of them.
Well, I think it does look like it's upside down. Like it looks like it's turned turtle if you look at it straight from the front of it. So that's why I say that one's a little odd looking to me.
All right.
Look,
But
Mr.
Other
signed off on the design. The fact that we had the plans turned upside down. Hell.
right. Yeah. But, I guess it would cut through the water well, especially if there were high seas, because they would just splash right off the front of it. Yeah.
Now, what do you think of Zeus? Because I don't see anything wrong with it or quirky about it.
Well, which one is Zeus? What does it look like?
The one that says Zeus on it.
Well,
it looks like a regular.
I can't see it as well as anyone else. How would
with
you describe
all the computers you have?
Whose celebrity nose would you compare it to?
No one in particular.
All right, we'll figure it out, and we'll come back with it next. We got to describe these for the people that aren't watching these pictures there, Barry. More coming up on the World of Boating.
You're listening to the World of Boating Radio Network.
Traffic sucks, unless you're scuba diving with Mike Scott.
Mike glanced down at his dive computer. It showed less than 50 PSI left in his tank. Probably just a few more breaths.
Or riding shotgun in a thrilling car chase.
One bullet hit the Jeep's windshield, spiderwebbing the passenger side. Mike shifted into second gear and felt the Jeep leap forward. This just got serious.
Escape your commute with audiobooks from author Eric Douglas. Download to your phone. Go to booksbyeric.com or audible.com.
Do you have a message or product you need to share with the boating world? Well, look no further than the World of Boating radio show. Just like you, thousands of boating enthusiasts are hearing this message, and we could be talking about you and your product or service as early as next Saturday. Remember, a terrible thing happens when you don't advertise. Nothing. Go to worldofboating.com, send us an email, and let's get to work to make your marketing message matter.
Successfully navigated the Sea of Commerce and now are clear to cruise with the World of Boating.
I do like the water.
The radio show devoted exclusively to the boating lifestyle.
The sun, the sea air, good friends.
Brought to you by worldofboating.com, your internet portal for the boating enthusiast.
The word ship is hidden inside the word leadership as its derivation. So, if this office is, in fact, a ship, as its leader, I am the captain. But we're all in the same boat.
Aye, aye, Captain.
Captain, please, can you see my fire? Message in a bottle, starboard side.
This is the World of Boating. Greg, first mate, Captain Patrick Barry, the boater, talking about the most quirkiest boats or yachts out there. One of them looks like it was turned upside down and has a bulbous nose on the front of it. What was the name of that boat, Barry? Which one?
Oh, that was the. Well, let me go back.
Which one was that?
That was Olivia O.
Olivia O. And you can find this on our Facebook page for World of Boating. And but the next one was Zeus. And what's unique about Zeus?
That's the point. I don't see really anything unique
it's the windows.
about it. The
windows of Zeus.
If you look at the windows,
Yeah.
okay, on the because you're looking back from the bow at those windows.
Oh, okay, yeah, I
those
can
are
see
very
it better
bulbous. It almost looks like somebody pancaked and they're being squeezed out. And it was done to kind of mimic European buses like from the 1930s, kind of that Art Deco thing.
Oh.
Other than that, it's kind of a traditional looking yacht, with the exception of those windows.
So, like, you took an inner tube and you flattened it out a little bit, and
Correct.
yeah.
Then you've got, but below that is the thing is so ugly it doesn't even have a name.
Oh, come on! It's not ugly. I like it.
It's the unnamed custom wooden yacht. Very, 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 very weird looking. The one below that, Crazy Me, is certainly interesting looking, but I don't see anything that like.
What do you see that's quirky about the wooden yacht, other than that it is wood? I mean, it looks like a beautiful yacht.
It does. It's pretty
I
sleek.
mean,
looking.
you don't find, other than the boats that Rusty sells, you don't see many boats like that anymore.
Sharp lines on that baby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
you'd be never
quirky?
lacking for a toothpick after dinner.
Maybe.
Well, you know something?
A lot of splinters. A lot of splinters.
Now,
walking around
Crazy
that.
Me looks like something from a James Bond movie.
It does. Yeah.
It's very sleek. I mean, you could have a tidal wave go over it, and probably it would just keep going.
Mm-hmm. It looks like it could like one of those, a big version of a sea bob that you can hop on and cruise through the water and jump out of the water like a friggin' dolphin. But it's, how big is this thing? 50 meters, 150 foot long.
Yeah,
Jeez.
that's a big sea bob there.
Yeah. But that's kind of, so that one is called Crazy Me. That is a little quirky, I would say. If I saw that, I'd get a double take. And then the next one on the list is Thunder, and it has like two. I don't know, what are those on the top of that thing. That one looks odd. It looks like you took several boats and just smashed them together.
Those are the holes from the smaller boats they couldn't sell.
Well, this one was made in '98, and this is where the guy who commissioned Abbott built Greek shipping magnate Theo Angelopoulos. He wanted to be able to have breakfast in Saint Tropez, lunch in Monaco, and dinner in Portofino. So obviously, speed was a determining factor. And
looks like it has two big jet engines on the back of that thing. Is that
This
what
thing
those
will-
are? Look at, you see that
This
on the
thing-
back of that one? They look like jet engines almost, or something.
They're not jet engines.
What are
This-
they? There's something that push air because they're not in the water.
You know what? They're jet engines.
Okay.
You made him so much happier just agreeing with him.
It's called
like,
Thunder.
Those things look like jet engines. I
Well,
think
it
they're
says
jet
that
engines.
he
Right?
wants
They're
to
not
go
jet
to
engines, but
40
they look like
knots.
jet engines.
He wants to
Yeah.
go to 40 knots instantly. So supposedly that one hauls ass. Thunder. So there
Now-
you go.
Pronounce the next one, Greggy.
Adastra. Well, I don't know. How would you say it? ADS?
I'm going to go with whatever you said.
ADASTRA. Adastra. Let's go with that.
Adastra.
But that one's
yeah.
pretty sleek. That looks like something out of Waterworld or something. Has two kind of side pontoons, very narrow in the middle.
It's called a trimaran.
A trimaran. Yep, that's what I was going to say. But it looks like
No,
the
it
beak
wasn't.
of a like
No,
a
it wasn't.
pterodactyl.
The only problem with that boat is how much of that space at the bow is wasted. I mean, I don't know how thin it really is.
Yeah, it looks
Because
long
you can't
and
really
narrow.
tell. But
yeah.
it's long and narrow. What could you possibly have up there that you could even access if it's that skinny?
I don't think it's as skinny as you think.
You think it's just the photo is just doesn't do
No,
it justice?
I think it certainly comes to a point, and there's going to be an area there that probably houses some electronics, things like that, probably a FLIR system, whatnot. But I don't think it is that space. I imagine a yacht like that, they've made use of every available part of that boat.
Yeah, it is. It's very sleek. Very cool. And I would say quirky. It definitely falls in that category. All right, the next one, the Royal Falcon 1.
Which looks similar to Crazy Me, only it's a double-hull boat.
Yeah.
Catamaran.
They call that a catamaran.
Catamaran. Oh, a catamaran. That's
See,
a great name.
I don't know that would make me turn my head for that one necessarily. Other than it's has that twin hull or.
But you like those boats.
I do, but I mean, is that really that quirky? I don't know. I would.
The kind of the shape and the design. What I really don't like when they get into that, I guess I'm kind of more of a traditional aesthetic line type of person. I mean, I like some innovation, but all the windows on this thing is just like,
Looks
I know
more like
you don't
a
like
spaceship.
glass near. Yeah, you don't like glass near the waterline.
Right.
You're just asking for trouble.
Yeah.
But the helm kind of looks like, something you'd see on the Starship Enterprise as far as how it sleeks back. All right, the next one definitely would be a head turner. Ocean Emerald. It's a grayish matte color maybe, but that one is odd looking for sure. If I saw that out on the water, like, whoa, what the heck? I've
It
never
looks like
seen
some
nothing
bridges.
Like Looks like
you know,
they
with that
forgot to
arch.
forgot to paint it or something. I don't know.
No,
Well,
not all
here-
boats have to be white.
Well, no,
Here-
that's
here-
true, but it kind of looks like a grayish metal color, I guess.
Well, let's just leave it at this.
Yeah.
Famed British architect Lord Foster, the man behind the Yacht Club de Monaco and London's Gherkin Tower, is responsible for the arched silver superstructure and pinched bow that has had Ocean Emerald likened to both a fish and a hospital.
Okay, and a gherkin.
And a gherkin. Well, I did say it looks like a bridge.
Yeah, and I could see
So
that.
it's arched. Yeah, it's arched like a bridge. Okay.
There's a lot of steps on the back transom there. It steps right down to the water line, all the way from
I
the
do like the
top.
garage. There's a garage on the side. Looks like they could launch a boat right from there.
Yeah.
Shoot it out like a missile.
You got it has one of those buttons on the helm where you press the button and it poops out a dinghy. How about that? Gotta love that.
We're not going to touch that. Okay.
No. Next one. Wow. What the hell? It's called
last
Guilty.
but not least,
Wait. Let Captain Patrick explain this. This is
I
great.
don't know. How do you describe that monstrosity? Jeez.
okay, so it's really not a monstrosity; it's a paint job.
Yeah.
So
but it's an optical illusion. It
Yeah,
makes
the
it
yacht
look
is
weird.
guilty, and the geometric exterior was inspired by World War I dazzle ships, whose camouflage paint jobs were designed to confuse rather than conceal.
I'm confused. I'm very confused. I'd be like, what the hell? What the heck happened there? It's like they took one of those Facebook, posts where you look at it and you're looking for the numbers or some weird design to pop out there if you stare at it long enough.
Oh,
And
here's the deal. The owner of this thing, who also collects art, now considers this to be part of it. Not even his. He doesn't even consider it to be really like his yacht, as much as part of his art collection.
Yeah, definitely quirky for sure. All right, more of this on the World of Boating. Stay close.
You're listening to the World of Boating Radio Network. You have successfully navigated the Sea of Commerce and now are clear to cruise with the World of Boating.
I do like the water.
The radio show devoted exclusively to the boating lifestyle.
The sun, the sea air, good friends.
Brought to you by worldofboating.com, your internet portal for the boating enthusiast.
Oh, look at this. So much fun, you'll ship your pants.
You'll ship your pants, bro! We'll be singing and dancing. Singing and dancing. Singing and dancing. Singing and dancing. When that great, great ship comes in.
This is the World of Boating. Greg, your first mate, Captain Patrick, Barry the boater, rounding out the crew and navigating the list of the most quirkiest boats out there. Guilty definitely wins the top slot. I don't know if they were rated on this list, but that was the last one. It's a 35.3 meter vessel built in 2008, and it has a paint job that creates like an optical illusion where you look at it and you can't tell what the thing is. I mean, really, it is bizarre.
Could be a problem if you're ever in distress and you're calling the authorities to come out and help you, and they can't find you because you painted your damn yacht to where you can't be seen.
Or you just don't know the bow from the stern because it
You don't
has
know where
parts
to-
of the yacht in one place and the other part in the other place.
Like,
And
yeah,
you go,
where do
I
you
tie up to,
approach?
sir?
Right.
Obviously, the bow.
Where's the bow? I don't know.
The one with the geometric paint.
Oh, my
It's
God.
all geometric paint.
That is, it gives me an idea, though. I mean,
Of
I
course
think
it
of a paint job, like I said, where you get one of those optical illusions where you stare at it and you try to find the numbers and the detail or whatever, and you have to you have to stare at it for like 30 seconds or more before it finally comes out. Maybe you could do that and have it like some ocean thing, like it won't appear until you look at it long enough.
Hey, Greg.
Yeah.
Maybe you could paint your Honda Ridgeline to resemble like a real pickup truck, like a Ford F-150 or a Chevy Silverado.
I don't know.
Oh.
Ford just had a recall because axles are breaking on their 250s and 350s.
Right.
But not their 150s.
And not their Honda
150s.
Ridgelines because they don't make them. So you're welcome.
Because they don't tow anything.
Right. Whatever.
They tow his
Jelly.
toe. That's about it.
Somebody's jelly.
No one's jelly. Trust me.
All right, so let's move on to some other things. What
Yeah,
do we got?
Speaking of towing, out of our very own New Smyrna, which is to the, call it the northeast of us. So out on the coast, kind of below Daytona Beach. It's kind of becoming the more swank. It's kind of becoming the Mount Dora of the East Coast because
it's
Daytona
like
Beach.
It's like the closest beach to Orlando, pretty much.
No,
Isn't
that
it?
would be Cocoa Beach.
It's pretty close though.
You mean there's nothing south of Cocoa Beach?
No, I
Okay.
mean saying Cocoa Beach and New Smyrna are like the local beach hangout folks, are places for people in Orlando. You know that's true. Don't are you gonna you're gonna dispute that too? That and the fact that Jimmy Buffett pretty much had an impact to the
All right,
boating
all right.
industry
Okay,
better than
okay.
any of us. All right. So what is going on in New Smyrna though?
All right, so
regarding-
New Smyrna Beach are looking for help
for
locating a man who had a case of boat ramp rage this past weekend. An unknown white male started arguing with a man on the Swoop boat ramp, complaining that he was taking too long. Now, hey, you're taking too long, Barry. What are you holding up the ramp for? Can't you get out of here any sooner?
that doesn't happen with me.
I'm going to go and what do you think he does?
Let's see. In Florida, he goes to his vehicle, grabs a firearm, and threatens him.
Oh, no.
Oh, he went beyond threatening. Okay.
Oh, yeah. He went to his truck, got a gun, and took a shot at the other person and missed.
He missed.
Oh.
Collateral damage.
The person that was fired at told police that the shooter fled. Now, here's
What kind of vehicle?
Oh, because this is definitely Florida.
Yes.
So it is a silver or white Ford F-150. Mine is black and tan, by the way.
Okay.
A silver or white Ford F-150 that was lifted. So we're going to get very specific. And I have to believe that they probably found this guy by now. Lifted and had LED lights in the wheel wells of the pickup because you need that.
You have to be able to see your tires.
And he was pulling an empty boat ramp, an empty boat trailer, because he left his buddy.
He left his
left his buddy. Now he was at the ramp to pick up. He left him.
He left him.
He's trying to pick up his buddy. Gets in an argument with this guy because you're taking too long. Which that whole argument probably, if he had just stayed in his vehicle, the guy probably would have got his other boat out of there and been on his way. But no, you got to make an ass of yourself. Go out there, start arguing with this guy. Go back to your truck, grab your firearm because it's your God-given right in Florida, and then takes a shot at this guy, then realizes he misses, jumps in his silver or white Ford F-150 that's lifted and has lighted wheel wells, and hauls ass pulling an empty boat trailer, leaving his buddy in the water with that boat, which guess what he does? He takes off.
He takes off on the boat?
He takes off on the boat, but where are you going to go? I mean, you're going to stay out in the water for the next 3 days? Just check every ramp in the area. Sooner or later, he has to show up.
You got to think that New Smyrna is, it's a pretty smallish community, and people using those boat ramps probably live in that area.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm sure that there's plenty of traffic cameras or doorbell cameras, whatever. Somebody they're gonna find this guy.
Hey, is anyone selling LED lamps?
Boat trailer.
Yeah. And is anyone selling LED lamps that'll fit nicely under a wheel well?
Yeah.
I mean,
well,
right.
That takes all the fun out of the boat ramp Olympics, where you just sit there out on a holiday weekend like this on Labor Day and sit back and enjoy the show. But if we throw firearms and you might get hit by a extraneous bullet, that's no good.
No.
Yeah. Well, 4 people who didn't even make it back to the boat ramp up in New Jersey. 4 people and a dog were rescued moments before the sinking boat capsized in New Jersey Bay. Now, upon speaking with the boat owner, and this is kind of a PSA, if you will, for our. Now, I know none of our listeners have done this or would do this, but you may know somebody, so be a friend and make sure that this doesn't happen. So the boat's owner believes the boat was taking on water due to what?
Left the plug out.
A loose plug.
Oh, okay. Well, same thing.
Loose plug.
No,
okay.
exactly. And you know what that means? It's not the boat owner believes that it was taking on water to a loose plug. No, that's the boat owner going, God damn it, we forgot to put the drain plug in.
Yeah, but if he had
it's there in his pocket.
Yeah,
I
but it's
guarantee you, it was in his pocket, and they're questioning him. He's on the rescue boat, and he's like, "Oh man, I don't.
What's this?"
I think I might know what have happened.
Yeah, but my plugs don't actually come all the way out. They've got something that kind of.
They have a little retainer.
They have a retainer in them,
Right.
and I don't have a problem with that. But
if you think it was a loose drain plug, that tells me that A, you know that you didn't put it in or you didn't tighten it.
Okay, this is
And
New
B,
Jersey. Was the
B-
captain trying to get rid of someone that was with him on this vessel? It's
wait a
very
minute,
possible.
The bilge pump didn't kick in. The bilge pump didn't start pumping out water, and he would have looked at it and said, water's going out. Where's it coming from? Let me check my pockets. Oh, wait, what is that?
They all got back to shore, though, despite
They
this
made it
little
back to
mishap.
shore, but reading further on the story, it looks like that the boat may have been overloaded, and the actual reason for the capsize wasn't actually all the inflow of the water. Apparently, there were 4,000 Jimmy Buffett CDs on board.
Okay.
Right. Well, you're on a boat. It's the law. You have
It's
to
the
have
law.
at least, some Jimmy Buffett music on board. I mean, to be, Coast Guard legal, I believe. That's
So
in-
here's
that's
the
in-
PSA. If you're out on the water, especially if you see somebody backing in on the boat ramp, and you notice that their drain plug isn't it, say something to them. Hey, help each other out. Don't go and start running back to your vehicle and grabbing a firearm and threatening people.
No,
and
grab your
trying to
phone, videotape the whole thing.
Videotape it and put it on video. Yeah.
Right, because
Make
then
money.
you'll have a viral video, and we'll all be able to laugh at their goofy mistakes. That's
we
just
don't
what
need
we
that
do.
content.
Yeah.
We don't need that content.
No, we do. We do to amuse ourselves and waste a lot of time. All right, on
Be
that
content.
note, we're going to wrap it up till next time. Remember, whether it is sail or motor,
Life is boater as a boater.
safe boating, everyone.
Come back here, you barnacle-bitten swab!
World of Boating is brought to you by worldofboating.com, your internet portal for the boating enthusiast.
Any of this getting through to you, son?
World of Boating is a production of Overboard Entertainment Incorporated.
Computer standing by.
Remember, you can listen live or to archives of past shows worldwide over the internet at worldofboating.com.
Computers can do that?
So tell a friend and come aboard every week for the World of Boating.
This is so great. I can't wait. I'm getting goosebumps. Feel me. Feel me.
The radio show devoted exclusively to the boating lifestyle.
TTFN, ta-ta for now.
The opinions you just heard on the World of Boating are those of the hosts, callers, and guests. They are not necessarily those of any station or network, its management, or advertisers.
What are you being such a weenie for?
While on the water, your safety and the safety of many others depends on you. So boat smart and operate your vessel only after receiving the proper training and instruction for your area.
There is a fine line between genius and madness.
Have any questions or comments? Feel free to do so via the web at worldofboating.com.